Live. Bam. Hey guys, live. We live tonight on YouTube. It's time to get some work done. Let me give myself a thumbs up because I'm pretty sure I'm going to like what I have to say tonight. Welcome, everybody. Advocates for justice, foreclosure defense, paralegal service. Just looking everything over here. So tonight we are going to talk about the non-judicial package. A couple of folks think they received the wrong package. So we're going to go over that to help people understand what's going on. I'm also going to highlight the new video that I posted yesterday or today. It's not yesterday yet. It's still today. Actually, I tried to post it last night, but there was a problem. But it got posted today. That video covers how to respond when they move to dismiss your case. So it kind of goes over your game plan for responding to a motion to dismiss. I also in that video talk a little bit about replying to their lawsuit. They call it the answer, but we don't do the answer part. If you guys watch that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, but I'm going to post that video so you guys can check it out. And I'm going to talk about the deal of the weekend deal. So you guys remind me about the weekend deal if I get to the end and I don't talk about the weekend deal. Okay. Let me open up a few more windows here so we can get ready to go. Okay. So let's get started. Guys, there's no mistake in the non-judicial foreclosure defense lawsuit package. Okay. Apparently, people have been watching the instructional video, which is good, but you guys need to understand that that video was made over 2 years ago. And you cannot watch a 2-year instruction video that shows and shop from it. People are shopping from a 2-year video and they're calling me up saying, hey, I watched the video and this is not what's in the package that I got. Well, that video is 2 years old and we have learned a lot of shit in 2 years and it's going to change. So I'm just going to let you know what happened on that so people can have an idea what's going on and not think that I have no idea what's going on over here on my end that I'm sending you the wrong stuff. It's crazy. Actually, I had two people. So I removed the document. There was a document in that package in the non-judicial foreclosure defense package that had to do with the eviction process. It was a document to stop the eviction process or something, challenge eviction process jurisdiction. And someone called me today and said that they were, disappointed because they only got the package because they only wanted that document. And I was really confused because they were showing me a screenshot. And I'm like, what? I thought it was a screenshot of the package I sent them. Well, it turned out it was a screenshot of my video from 2 years ago. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. But So I took that document out of my package because people were using it for a crutch. Yeah. People were thinking, oh, hell, I can drag my feet and screw around since I got the document to stop the eviction process. Well, no, that's not the way it works. And newsflash, what we found is when you get to the 10-day window where the judge has ordered you out of your house, they're, it's too late to run around and try to file your stuff to get to stay in your house. Okay, because at that point, the clerk will throw your documents in a basket on a stinking desk and leave it there until the eviction process is complete. Now, if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, I don't know what to tell you. You better pack your shit, I guess. I don't know. Okay, because that's what's happening. I get real-time feedback from people all over the United States that's in our private Facebook page. And this is what happens. They leave it on the desk. You can file your lawsuit in federal court, your title dispute in federal court. If the judge has already ordered you to be kicked out of the house, the people in federal court are going to stick your shit in a basket and leave it sit on the table too. You don't think they call each other and talk on the phone? You got to be kidding me if you don't think they're doing that. So the document was worthless to have in the package. So I replaced it with the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit. Now, that's not that document you can use if you need to block. The document is so badass. That document can be used to block any state court process, whether it's eviction, whether it's a judicial foreclosure, whether it's well, it don't matter what if it has to do with the foreclosure, that document, whether it's eviction or the beginning, the middle, the end, or whatever, that document, the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit is badass and it's going to jam it up. And the great thing about that is the other jurisdiction challenge wasn't a jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit. By adding an affidavit, that puts you in a different position because they cannot respond to your stuff that you get from me by counter affidavit because they're lying. They can't. They can't sign by counter affidavit. That none of that shit in the foreclosure case is true. So now you're setting yourself up to go after them for violating the laws that you're making them violate so that you can have all of your documents already put together to address that problem. And they think they're so smart. So what my process does, it helps you back them into the corner, challenging the court's jurisdiction. You want to keep it at the gate. You challenge the court's jurisdiction at the gate, you keep it at the gate. And then when the judge helps them get past the gate, you sue the judge and turn this whole thing into a lawsuit against them for violating your rights. Because at the end of the day, until you stop them from violating you, you don't have a half a chance in hell of staying in your house. And this is what this program is about. It's about suing the judge for helping the attorney steal your property. You have to remember there's a conventional program that the attorney set up, the one where they give you a loan modification, and pretty much all they use a loan modification for nowadays is to disqualify you and find out your banking information, your income. When they find out that your income is, you have more income going out than you do coming in, then they don't want to help you. So they use that whole process to disqualify you. And loan modification, short sale, well, we already know that's not going to help you stay in your house. And bankruptcy, well, that helps some people stay in the house, but not very many. And especially now that everybody's struggling, they're not doing anything to help anybody stay in their house that I can see. And I work with a lot of people. So the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit can be used to stop any defendant's state court case, even in the eviction process. And if it don't stop it, then you're going to whip out the other documents in your package and sue the judge for not stopping. And that's how this program goes. Guys, you cannot shop from the video that's 2 years old. Okay. You can't do that. You cannot shop from a video that's 2 years old. And if you get a package from me and that package is titled the way you thought it was or whatever, then you got what you're supposed to have. And I had someone ask me today, well, Do I get help when they answer? Well, you don't get shit, okay? When you get the document, that's it. Anything above and beyond that is icing on the cake, because my group coaching, my helping on the phone, my messaging, my emails, all that stuff is extra. I don't have to do any of that, because all I'm doing is selling you the, the package. Okay, I'm helping educate you. I'm not an attorney. Now I go and do what I need to do because this program needs to work for me. But I don't have time to put up with people that's maxed out, people that are wait till the last minute to make a decision and then run around thinking that I'm going to jump the hoops. So you find out real quick that I don't rush around and do any of that. As a matter of fact, what I've learned in doing this is if you don't do it, it's not going to work for you, because they will trick you and pull the wool over your face. You know what I'm talking about if you have this problem. You know what I'm talking about if you have this problem. When you go into court, they're going to try and pull the wool over your face, or before you get into court. They'll do it now just with whether or not they should file your stuff with this coronavirus. And now you can't go down there and get in their face about it. It gives them a little bit of an upper hand on some shit. So you cannot shop from a 2-year-old video. As a matter of fact, I get people call me all the time. Oh, wait, I just watched your video and now I'm trying to do this. Now I'm trying to do that. No, if you're new at this and you're working off the instructional video for the first package, then you need to follow that package. And this other stuff that you learn and you keep in the back. You can't mix everything, run everything together. That's not going to work. The new stuff that I'm putting out and the things that we're talking about now are for the people who've already kind of went through that, and they're trying to kick you out of court or whatever. You have to get yourself in position to give yourself a chance to get up to the plate. And that's part of what all this is about. So I had one person send me an email because they thought they got the wrong package, and they were all grumpy. And part of the email was in all caps with little stars and stuff. Yeah, he was like yelling at me because he thought he got the wrong package. And one person told me, "Well, I'm going to look over your." I told him, "Look, if you don't like it, I'll just give you money back, because I don't have time to screw around, and I don't have time for all this drama and all this stuff if you don't understand what we're doing." And the person told me, "Well, I'm going to check and see if I can use the other documents." So to me, that meant they're going to use the other documents in what they were doing already, because they don't know what my program is. They just barely got in it and they don't understand it. So we had a conversation about that, and then I was intimidating them and stuff. So look, guys, I'm a coach. I take this shit personal. I want to see everybody in here kick attorneys' asses. If you're in my group and you get your ass kicked, I take it personal too. So excuse me if I get a little bit, maybe I need to breathe in a paper bag or something when people are not listening to me or telling me they're going to check my paperwork and see if my paperwork, if they'll be able to use my paperwork. I'm like, what the hell? Are you kidding me right now? Okay, guys, you need to understand, you're not going to know everything that's in my paperwork. I'm sorry, you're not. You would have to spend years and years of studying and going through what I went through, and to be forced to learn this stuff, to be able to understand all of the stuff that I have in my paperwork and all those strategies and stuff. I have people that call me, and if what I'm saying don't make sense to them, they're done. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand, because if it made sense to you and you understood it, you wouldn't need my help. So it's ridiculous to think that you're going to call me, pick my brain, and then be able to decide if what I'm saying makes any sense or not. Now, it should make sense, because it's what you should do. If someone sues you, you should sue them back in a higher court for all of the things they did wrong connected to why they're suing you. I mean, it's simple. What I'm doing is simple. It's not complicated. It's simple. So I'm thinking that person that emailed me that was all mad and acting the way they were acting, I kicked them out of the group. They didn't. Their first email got them kicked out of the group because I'm not even trying to deal with that. You're gonna call, you need my help, and then you're gonna talk shit. So if I did send you the wrong package, maybe I misunderstood or something. It's not something that we couldn't straighten out, but we're not gonna straighten out with somebody talking shit and getting up in my face when I'm trying to help you save your ass. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there like it is because that's the way I roll. And if that's not working for anybody, then good luck with the program that you decide to get in. That's all I got to say. Because I've been doing this for a while. I've got people that are still in their house since my program, the lawsuit package started around 2 years ago. People are still in their house. I've posted the thing showing what we did in my neighbor's case, and I got Smell Maxwell. She's served the judge once, and she's about ready to serve him a second time because they're trying to get out of it. Yeah, and we're gonna get her dad back in his house. That's the goal. See, for me, I don't have an exit strategy. Okay, I don't put the eviction document in there because we want to use it when the eviction starts. Okay, if my shit is badass, there ain't gonna be no damn eviction. And that's how I roll, and that's another reason why I took it out. Okay, I don't have a backup plan. There's no safety net. I want to share the screen with you guys and show a picture. Yeah. Here's the picture. There's no safety net. I love this picture. This is what it's like in my program. I know. I know. This is what it's like in my program for the people who haven't done very much homework, and even for the people who done the homework, because we don't know where we don't know where those beams lead to. So, but here's the deal. Okay, people have a hard time walking in the dark with blindfolds on in my program because they never heard the shit that I'm teaching you how to do. I'm over here thinking it shouldn't be that big a deal to do this because walking in the light using the program you're using now is not helping your ass. So you got nothing to lose. That's where I'm sitting. You got nothing to lose from where I'm sitting. I have one other picture too I want to share, and it's this one right here. I love this picture. Yep. And I was showing this in the last week I did a stream. I showed this picture, and I didn't realize that this lady has her legs crossed. She got her legs crossed, and her knuckles ain't red. I think she's in my program. Yeah, that's what it's like. But you know what? Working with the light on is not helping you because of the fraud. So you still don't know where you're going or what you're doing. Everything that you're doing in their program is fraud. So you're going to end up, if you stay in their program, still standing in a pile of shit when the judge is ordering you off of your property. So, and that's sad, but that's the way it is. So there's been some other upgrades to the package. And those upgrades are, I have added the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit to the package free of charge. And in that jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit, I think there's like maybe 4 or 5 documents. One of the documents is a document to moot all of the pleadings in that the attorneys filed in the case until they prove jurisdiction on the record. That's pretty badass. Okay, they weren't able to respond to that at all. And so they were defaulted. And yeah, we used that against the judge when we sued the judge in the end. But anyway, so yeah. I also included, free of charge, the magistrate judge reconsideration package. That is the package that has the documents in it to sue the judge. You have a notice of claim. You have a lawsuit in there to sue the judge with. You also have a motion to recuse the judge, which is what I like to do after you get, it doesn't matter if you do it after or before, But before the smoke all clears, you want to recuse the judge, and it's probably not a good idea to take all those things to court at the same day, on the same day at the same time. Make it easy for yourself. And that package has everything you need to recuse the judge. And think about it. Once you get your lawsuit filed against the judge, and I also have that $75 package that we use in my sister's case. It's separate, but like I said, it's only $75. And that's going after them for Administrative Procedures Act violation, which is what's also in the package, in a document that you have in the package. But this document is addressing the issue of FARA, the Foreign Agent Registration Act, and the fact that they're violating the Fair Debt Collection Act practice also. So that $75 document is pretty badass. It's worth the $75. It's worth way more than that, but that's what if I was you guys, I would be using that. So those upgrades that I did to the package, you're going to have to watch the instructional videos for those packages to understand how to use the documents in them. Now, the offer that I put out on Sam's Cart, which is like the one-page ad that I have all my stuff in, I put the instructional videos in the offer that you need. So you can just get them from the offer and not have to go to my YouTube channel to look at them. And the idea was for people to look at them before they invest in the offer, but some people are not doing that. And if they had done that, they would have realized that what they're getting has all the documents listed on, and the document they're complaining about is not there. Must be a reason for that. So just to sum it up, there's no document in there to block the eviction process. Now, if you come into this and you're in the eviction process, then you would use the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit to mess that shit up while you file your lawsuit. And you can file your lawsuit in state court if you want to as a counterclaim. If you're broke and don't have the $400 or the $195 to file in state court or whatever the hell they rip you off for, you can file it as a counterclaim in there. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of options. And you want to remember your goal, you will be turning the case into your case for them violating your rights. And you'll be using the documents that you filed in the court record as your evidence showing the judge took jurisdiction without legal authority. And by the time they figure out what you're doing, it'll be too late. We're done messing around with their stupid appeal bullshit, okay? Because they're if the judge and boy, they're real quick to tell, well, file your appeal. Well, how about if I file a lawsuit, asshole? Yeah, that's what we're going to do, and that's what I said in the beginning. We're going to do what makes sense. To me, it makes sense to sue them if they're screwing up. They're trying to sue you. Now you can sue them in federal court or even in state court for more serious stuff than they're coming after you for. In my program, you will learn how to fight to stay in your house. That's the number one goal, to fight to stay in your house. There's no safety net. So you need to get off of your ass, get your homework done. You need to get your homework done because there ain't no safety net. I have people ask me, hey, can I send you my documents to check? Hell no. I don't have time for that. And that's not what I do. I'm not an attorney. I'm educated. I'm going to help you get educated. You got questions before, I'll try to answer them for you, or at least point you in the right direction where you can figure it out. But as far as checking your stuff out, no. And there's a reason why I don't do that. And I'm hoping that you already know what that reason is. Okay. There ain't no safety net. You got to do your best on the front half and not worrying about trying to do some fancy shit on the back half because you sat around and didn't get the work done like you needed to get done. And I say this, but I know what I'm talking about. Because when I started this program, a lot of people laughed at me. Well, how are you going to stop people if, you're not an attorney, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm here and we're doing it. And the only thing they were right on is I'm not an attorney. I never want to be. So, and that's the way that is on that. I don't have an exit strategy. I must figure out how to make this work. This is my retirement program because they stole all my shit. Yeah. But they forced me to learn. And here we are, helping other people all across the United States of America. What you get from me is what I would use for myself or for my family. In most cases, is what I have used for my family. So I know it's not a mistake. Walking in the dark shouldn't be that difficult because walking in the light is not helping you stay in your house. So when you get your package, don't waste time trying to figure out if you got what you paid for and all of that shit. Get your ass to work saving your house. Now I'm gonna put a link to a new video. Maybe I'll put it in there. Put a link to the new video in the feed so people can see it. Okay. Hey, Kerry Jackson. Oh, Henry Jones. We got some people. Miss J-Ski, James. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you guys here. Now, this is the video that I made yesterday. I posted it earlier today. I couldn't get it posted last night. There were some issues, but I posted it today. And this video talks about how to respond when they file their motion to dismiss. And the main thing in this video, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but the main thing in the videos that I wanted to show you guys is how to study. I had someone, message me, hey, they responded with a motion to dismiss. And what do I do? Well, number one, you should have been thinking about what to do before now, because that's the next step. You don't wait till it's time to do the next step before you figure out what you need to do for the next step, because there's some preparation that needs to take place to have you in place for the next step. So you need to make sure you give yourself time to do the preparation to prepare for the next step. So the main thing that I wanted to point out in this video that you'll see is that when you Google how to win a motion on how to defend a motion to dismiss, it pulls up a whole bunch of pages of stuff, information about it, how to do it, the strategy behind it, what you got to look out for. All of that stuff you can pull up by a simple Google search. And people think I need to go to the law library. I need to do all of this stuff. You don't need to go to the law library. The shit in the law library is old as hell, and it's not going to help you. Okay, the new stuff that's going to help you is stuff that ain't made it to the law library yet. Thank God for the internet. Thank you, God. Because now it gives us a half a chance when you got people like me who spend their whole life learning the loopholes and teaching people how to use those loopholes to kick their ass with. That's how we do it up in here. So I think what I'm going to do tonight for this for the sale special is, I'm still making my mind up here. I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to give everybody a deal again on on the credit card lawsuit package. I had a lot of people contact me about that, asking me questions about the credit card lawsuit package. So I'm going to give you guys a deal on the credit card lawsuit package. And I'm going to make it $100. I'm going to leave it at $100 for the rest of the weekend. So you guys that need that will have a chance to get that for $100. And I'm going to put a couple of my offers in here like I do all the time. So one of the most popular things that I have is my Eliminate Property Tax Lawsuit package. And I want to post that in here so you guys can see it. So that's about all I have to share with you guys tonight. We're going to be back on tomorrow after 9. And I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about how to control the attorneys in hearing. And then we'll probably talk a little bit about how to state a claim for relief. So we'll see you guys tomorrow after 9. And bring your wine so we can sip on some wine after 9. Good night, everybody.